shopping at Coles today because Woolworths is on the other side of the bloody road. I also need to get beanbag beans. Apparently Kmart somewhere around here. Ah, there she is. You'll see. Hopefully there'll be some beanbag beans in there. Let's fucking go. 30% off if you don't mind. Best muesli bars in the business. Do not at me. They are the best. Honestly though guys, which ones do you think are the best muesli bars? Here. It's just so many different options. Probably full of sugar and all sorts of shit, but you know. Let me know down in the comments what you think the best option is. Just when I thought this day couldn't get any better. Barista Bros. $2.95. A big one as well. Oh man, you just can't go past that. That is also the best meal, but don't at me. Although honestly, which one do you guys like the most? Let me know in the comments. So that machine was really bunged, but got the shopping done. Next up is the beanbag beans. Muffin break, also very tempting. Boy oh boy. It's 2 within 10 minutes of Howard Springs. And there's only one in the whole of Canberra, so I think my family are a bit envious of that. Anyway, into Kmart we go. That's 100 litres. Maybe I'll buy one more just in case. That bag was open. Jesus. Shopping done here at Coolangatta Centre. It's about 10 minutes south of Howard Springs, and as you saw, muffin break, discounted Barista Bros, discounted Carmans bars. Can't get much better than that really. Absolutely unreal. Anyways, today I wanted to have a little bit of a chat about what I learned from my previous job in disability. Some really eye-opening learnings that I really hope I can take forward. So you wouldn't believe it, the reason why I bought these bag of beans is for a beanbag. A beautiful beanbag at that. Old Adelaide Crows. Gonna fill it up with the beans. Hopefully it's nice and comfortable. Fingers crossed anyway. Spilled beans absolutely everywhere, but here she is. She is the one bag for now. I'm going to test it out, and hopefully it's all good, so I don't have to spill even more beans around. Bloody hell, that was a lot harder than I thought, but we got it. We're doing this. Oh, thought I may as well sit in my good work for this first one. It's a little bit low to the ground. Might need a few more beans, but we'll deal with that later. With this first one, time management hits different. I think it's a pretty standard lesson across the board for anybody who either comes from school, university, part-time work, casual work, whatever it is. When you're transitioning from a smaller workload to a more significant full-time workload, it is going to be quite a shift, and it does take a bit of time to get used to. And what I quickly found was it's really important to be a little bit more intentional with the time that you do have away from work. Obviously you want to be enjoying work and getting to know your colleagues and getting the most out of yourself there, but you also have to consider the importance of your leisure time and being a little bit more intentional with the hours that you do have beyond work. So for me, this planner, little weekly planner that Stephen Covey came up with,
has been a really good resource for me just to help plan my weeks. So as you can see, it sort of splits it into, you know, your roles, the goals that you want to achieve in each of the roles that you have. You've got your priorities there as well for each day. Obviously your appointments and commitments, so a lot of that sort of time will be filled in by work, I dare say. And then how you're going to sharpen the saw, so how you're going to maintain your physical health, mental health, spiritual health, and what are you going to be doing socially and emotionally to get something out of yourself in that regard as well. And as I said before, what this does is it just helps you be a little bit more intentional with your time, and it also shows you what spare time you actually have up your sleeves. So psychologically, it's not like, oh, 40 hours of the week is just so much time, man. Like, I don't think I can commit myself to doing anything else beyond that. Because the reality is there is a lot more time on your hands than you think. It's easy to get sucked into that, oh, you know, there's only so many hours in the day, and obviously there's going to be times where you're just absolutely rooted from work and you just can't be bothered to do anything, and that's totally fair enough. But you know, with these extra hours, you know, the weekends, sometimes the nights, you know, it's an opportunity to sharpen the saw physically, mentally, spiritually, and obviously emotionally and socially, as you saw on the planner there. Whoa! Alright, so for this next one, thought I'd take it outside. It's actually a pretty beautiful afternoon here. Definitely more on the hot side, probably early 30s at least. Thankfully there's a little bit of breeze around, but yeah, we'll keep it going from out here. So this next one, perspective, I think it's a really, really big one for any person who works with, you know, in disability or aged care or any minority really, because it really just shows you that there's more to life than the little things that you harp on about. Lost a bet with a mate, or maybe you've had a bad day in the office. It just really puts it into perspective that these sorts of days really aren't that bad when you can see what the people you're working with, the sort of things that they're consigned to on a day-to-day basis for the rest of their life. And you see how resilient they are and how they get on with things, and I think that's a really important learning curve as you go through life, not even just working with disabled people or aged care or a minority like that, just in general really, because there's more to life than yourself, and all these little things, making mountains out of molehills. And working in disability, or as I said, aged care, or one of the industries like that, it definitely teaches you that there's so much more to life. And you know, the opportunities that you provide these people every day, logistically it's a challenge. You know, it's a lot to get those people where they need to be and to help them live their best life. And you think about how you can live your best life and how easy that is, it just says a lot. With all that being said, guys, thought I'd just try and get out of the wind a little bit. I'm going to wrap the video up here. Hopefully it's given you a couple of useful things to take away, even if you aren't working in those minority industries. You know, making mountains out of molehills is not going to help anybody. And also, obviously, if you're transitioning from university or school or maybe a casual or a part-time job into full-time work, you've really got to be really intentional with how you plan your time. Also, I hope you guys enjoyed the sort of miscellaneous adventures that I went on this morning. If you do like that type of video where I incorporate the sort of the daily tasks into the actual research and personal experiences meeting, let me know down in the comments. And of course, if you did like the video, you know what to do. Go ahead, give it a big thumbs up. Make sure you click subscribe and also turn post notifications on so you don't miss videos like these and many more. Other than that, guys, really appreciate all the support that you guys have given me over this last 6 weeks. It's been a real challenge, but I really appreciate all the support, whether you've just watched the videos, given them a thumbs up, left a comment or two. It all really helps and makes a big difference to me. So I really appreciate, guys. Miss you all heaps, family and friends back in Canberra, but look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Peace.